KWA Ronin Recon M4. Recoil for days? So this little beauty here is my KWA Ronin Recon electric recoil airsoft rifle. Now that's a mouthful. And as you can see here, she's an absolute looker. Fitted out with a PTS M-Lock handguard, PTS pistol grip and PTS stock. It has an ambidextrous fire selector switch and flip-up iron sights included in the package. This rifle was purchased from the man himself, Pheas Airsoft, and he also fitted it with a gate Murph to increase its versatility. The generous man also threw in 7 extra PTS mags that feed absolutely perfectly into this riff. So how does it perform? Well, it throws BBs far. On an 11.1 volt LiPo battery, you get a very fast firing rifle that isn't your crazy speedy boy build, with a nice 20 rounds per second on full auto, which is also where the recoil really comes into its own. With a 14.5 inch barrel, it's a very good platform for you to consider turning into a DMR build. However, this does lead me onto the downsides of this rifle. Drawbacks. So with this being a recoil riff and it being a KWA, you do have to deal with some proprietary internal parts, such as a proprietary hop-up unit and gearbox shell. In some of the KWA line, there is even an automatic cut-off when the mag runs out, which can just end up being things that can go wrong down the line. If you have fat sausage fingers like me, then get ready to knock that ambi fire selector at the worst time, usually putting it in safe with your trigger finger accidentally. The length and weight of this rifle means it's going to be more suited to your older or bigger / stronger players. I wouldn't hand this to a 12-year-old on his or her first game and expect them to carry it all day. One thing that some may see as a drawback, but I don't really count it as, is that it's not a Marui. Let's face it, there are some brand snobs in the sport, and some people will think that you only got this because you can't afford the Marui recoil rifle. Even though they will go out and buy a Marui and then spend that price again, gutting it and changing everything. Conclusion. Well, I for one love this riff. I love the build quality, I love the handguard, I love the extended mag release, which I forgot to mention, I love the recoil in it. It's a riff that's very hard wearing and it's not going to break if you look at it funny. The recoil on this riff, in my opinion, it's good enough to increase your immersion, especially if you don't think you are ready to jump into the world of GBBRs yet. I hope this was of use to you. Let me know if you're a fan of the Ronin recoil or any of the other Ronin riffs in the KWA range. Or if not, let me know why. I'd love to have feedback on both sides of the fence. Thanks for listening.